day. I'm here with Wanderers manager Marc White for our weekly catch-up. How you doing, Marc?
Fine, thanks.
Good stuff, good. Right, so since we last had a chat, last Friday, we've had two games. Obviously, we welcomed league leaders Chesterfield last Saturday to Meadowbank, got a 4-1 win, and then we hit the road on Tuesday up to Altrincham, 2-1 reverse. So, just get your thoughts on the two games?
Yeah, I mean, across the two games, I think you'd have took 3 points out of 6, I think, really, looking at the nature of the fixtures. Chesterfield goes without saying, 20-odd points clear, beating everybody in sight, really, and Altrincham, notoriously difficult place to go. They was 4th only 2.5 weeks ago. Yeah, a brilliant day for the club on Saturday. The boys showed what they're capable of. We showed what we're capable of with more of those sort of boys out there that you want to get out there. Yeah, great day. Deserved the win. Very memorable for the club, I thought, really. Winning our first TV game in front of the pending or incoming league champions. That's going to be a great memory, really, regardless of anything else. So, delighted we could deliver that. We're all about trying to deliver first and memories for our fans, we've been such a small club. And then Altrincham, yeah, a bit annoying, really. A game that got away from us. Slow start. A little bit untidy start, I thought, just untidy. I've been there a few times now, Altrincham. It tends to be quite frenetic, it's that type of venue. I thought the boys' start to the game, really, it was all about that first 10 minutes. Slightly slow start, a little bit of poor decision making. Obviously, after that 10 minutes, we made a couple of substitutions to go to a back four, which I had no choice but to do. 2-0 down away from home with a team that are really good on your back line. We had to try and recover it, and Joe being on a yellow card really killed me because it meant I had to get him off. But yeah, I thought 11v11 in a back four we've done really well. Obviously, they've had someone sent off. Not sure it's a sending off, to be quite honest with you. I thought, if I'm honest with you, I thought both sides were pathetic. If I'm honest with you, I thought there's so much jumping around, diving about. I thought if I'm being straight as a football man that knows my shit, I thought it was one of them games where the player had made it really difficult for the referee. Yeah, I didn't enjoy it actually on that basis. I thought it was, I didn't think it's a great spectacle from that point of view. Obviously, they went down to 10. I think a little bit unfortunate, if I'm honest with you. I think Joe should potentially get a straight red for his challenge in their first goal. I think Tom Blair's lucky, interfering with someone celebrating to stay on the pitch. And I was disappointed with that ill discipline, and we've had some strong conversations about that because that's not what we are as a team. That's not what we're known for. I thought a few of the lads let themselves down there. Yeah, mucky game, messy game. The stats afterwards, I think we put 50 balls in the box. Their keeper's made a terrific double save, 11v11 at 1-0. Really good double save. He's gone on to make another great save late on as well. 25 shots or something, 50 crosses, wasn't to be. Briggsy done his hamstring again. So for those that might not notice, I don't know if they said on the commentary, but he was stuck. We left him on the pitch as a sort of fake right back that couldn't move in the hope they wouldn't spot it. They spotted it with about 10 minutes to go and just left him. Yeah. Listen, if Alfie's still on the pitch, these are the fine margins. If you don't have to make an early change with a silly yellow, if Alfie's still on the pitch, if Briggs's hammy don't go, do you creep an equaliser? Probably, potentially, but it's one of those, isn't it? Yeah, it's one of those. I mean, so I thought it was just the game was a little bit innocuous, really, a bit messy, a bit scrappy. Altrincham got the win, and they'll be happy with that, and so they should be. And our boys have got to be a bit more disciplined. That's where I see that game.
Okay, thank you for that. Now, obviously, the games come thick and fast. We'll talk in a second about the two away games coming up, starting tomorrow. But I know you had a session down at Meadowbank with the boys yesterday. You mentioned Briggsy's injury. How is the squad looking over?
Well, yeah, I mean, I will say actually, sorry, I'm picking on a little bit of ill discipline in that team on Tuesday, but a load of the lads continue to play really well. They're in great form. They're in brilliant form. Piper's, got his Inland Sea call up, and Josh Taylor, and so the boys are in great form. Hence that win last Saturday, and that bodes well with 10 matches, 30 points to play for. We have got a team now that's in good form, and you've got to be in good form in this league because everybody's in good form at some point. It's a tough old gig. Briggs is out for the season. So he was already due to see a specialist yesterday because we couldn't understand why he's done all this sort of hard work recovery from that ACL, and he keeps kind of breaking down and he keeps not feeling at 100%. He just doesn't feel right. He felt better the other night than he's felt, but then he literally just swung his left foot at the ball and he felt it again. So anyway, he's gone to the specialist, and there's a tear, an old tear potentially that's holding this back. So he's having surgery that's going to be 3 months. So he's now back in the kennel, and he won't be coming out until close season. Disappointing season for Matt and the club because obviously we want to get Matt back, but Matt's been here probably going into his 8th year. He arrived as a young man at 18 years old, so we're right behind Matt. I believe he'll come back stronger. That's where we are. Josh Taylor's on a 2-match ban. Josh, the referee was completely right to book him for what looked like a soft falling over in the box. And that's the thing really, like you have to call it to see it. The referee actually, I moaned about him letting them take a really quick free kick, and I can still kind of moan about it, but do you know what, at the same time I think all credit to them, they spotted the ball and they played. The ref, Altrincham this is, and at the end of the game I said to the ref, do you know what ref, I'm not sure, I think you're talking to my players, you're asking them to get back from the ball. I'm not sure they've asked permission to play early, which is what you have to do. But equally, I don't blame the ref for letting them do it. And my point is that, so we've got Josh out a few games, Briggsy, but we've got boys out there. We've got boys, boys fit, and we're looking forward to tomorrow.
Okay, and obviously we are on the road, as I mentioned before. Maidenhead tomorrow. And then we've got Southend on Tuesday, but starting with Maidenhead, thoughts going into that one?
It's just, you ask any manager or fan with a brain, and they'll tell you that no one's rushing to Ladbrokes to work out the winner of Maidenhead versus even Chesterfield. I think they're delightfully sort of inconsistent. And they're inconsistent like us and like many others because it's a tough league. It's a really tough league. So, Dev and his management team there work wonders. They're very good at getting a shift out of their players when it matters. Whenever you look at that league table and people start trying to second guess who might be in trouble, they always say, well, it won't be Maidenhead because, they always find a way, blah, blah, blah. So, look, to be honest with you, we're in a good spot. We're playing well. We've got a great side to choose from tomorrow. We're looking to enjoy the game primarily. I think the lads are... I don't feel like the lads are playing under pressure. Not in my book. Not with 10 games. I feel like... it's a game that would be great to get a really constructive result from. But I feel like we can go there full of confidence and enjoy the day. That's where I'm at with it really, Chris. And there'll be real difficult rivals. They play awkwardly, but we're prepared and ready.
Good stuff. And just while I've got you, Mark, obviously the games come thick and fast. We've got a match on Tuesday as well, away at Southend United. So
I know.
2 away games.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. So yeah, we're sort of looking at these games in batches of 2. I think 3 points across those 2 games was great. You have to kind of look at the position that we could have been in had we got beat against Chesterfield. We could have been in a very, pressurised position there. So yeah, new 2 batches, fresh head, fresh minds. Yeah, we wouldn't mind 3 points out of every 6, would we, for the next 10 games?
Absolutely.
So that's where we are. Focused really on discipline and professionalism and doing the right things. And it's going to be a really tough game at Maidenhead tomorrow. Like I said, you sort of rely on this. You rely upon the clever, intelligent supporters or followers of the league, and they know that it don't matter who you are. If you're going to Maidenhead, you get anything out of that game, you've had a good result. It's a notoriously difficult place to go against a tricky team. So we'll be giving it our all, and we are in a very good spot. I think we're playing well, and we've got boys that are fit and looking good.
Good stuff. Well, look, final thing from me, Mark, I just want to mention anyone who's watching and has not secured their sort of travel for tomorrow yet, there is still seats, a handful of seats available.
It's only an hour away, so if you're not on the bus, drive there.
Yeah.
The support away from home makes a massive difference to the boys.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping we've got a load going there tomorrow and Southend.
I think we have, from what I've seen, and I know that there's already a lot of seats booked, but there are still seats available. It's only £15 return. Leave Dorking High Street at 11:30. Jump on dwfc.co.uk, get your seat.